Sup nerds, I'm CuppaJoey and welcome to another episode of r/anti-MLM. It seems the hard bots aren't stopping anytime soon, so let's see what they're up to. Lol, I'm looking for jobs, why? No freaking way, I have such an amazing opportunity for you, girl. I just partnered with an organic hair and skin brand and the benefits are ridiculous. It's only been a month and I think I want to make it full-time eventually. So you may remember from the last episode we saw a hun that was advertising on Tinder. It seems that they have now moved on to Bumble, and if you're not aware, Bumble is another dating website that's not as well known or as used as Tinder. So it seems that Tinder wasn't working out. Again, I don't see how desperate you have to be to start to advertise your pyramid scheme on a dating website. The fact that it says it's only been a month and I think I want to make it full-time eventually, I'm pretty sure that she's working way more than full-time in order to try and advertise this to people that really aren't interested. Are you looking for great skincare? I'm looking at possibly becoming a consultant for Mary Kay, but before I make a large decision like that, I'd love to find some people who would be interested in buying from me if I did become a consultant. Mary Kay has awesome skincare and makeup products that have really changed my life. It's also affordable. If you're looking for an independent consultant and would be interested if I joined, please comment on this post and let me know. I'd love to get ahead of the game in finding customers before joining. Thanks y'all, stay safe. And 100% of people said no, not interested. So the one thing that I took from this is that they said, I'm possibly becoming a consultant for Mary Kay, and they're considering it. I'm really hoping that that is true. I don't think that this person has any reason to lie. I think that if they were going to be selling Mary Kay and they were just thinking about it, then they would outrightly be a hun and be like, buy this from me, as you know they all are. However, I'm hoping the fact that they got 100% of people saying no, not interested is gonna maybe give them the hint that this isn't the way to go. There aren't any comments, but I'm really hoping that either somebody told them, look, Mary Kay is an MLM, don't join, or maybe they did their own research. I'm hoping that this is gonna like dissuade a future hun from becoming a hun. But that's harsh just to see that, especially with the yes, I want great skincare. It's like when you don't want to buy something from an app and then it's like, no, I'm not interested in great deals. Take me back, like, no, I don't want to buy something from you just because you're being rude about it. Like, it gave me those kind of vibes. So I'm hoping that this is maybe nipping something in the bud before it gets even worse. I have 10 openings this week to chat about how Airborne has changed my life and I want to char with you. Must not be or have a consultant to chat. It's so funny how the huns are always like, oh no, I don't want to recruit people, or no, I'm not trying to sell you anything, I just want to talk about how much I love this product, and then it says, must not be or have a consultant to chat. Like, it's really obvious that you're trying to just recruit people for your downline that are going to end up hating you at the end of the day. But you know, go ahead and keep talking about how Airborne has changed your life and how you just want to spread how much you love it. 2 black masks, soft cloth, $50. 2 black cotton masks in clear plastic bag. Elastic ear loops are encased in cloth which makes it comfortable to wear all day. Washable, delicate cycle, no heavy soap or bleach. Sprays with proprietary Thieves Young Living Essential Oil Blend. Spray is composed of all natural essential oils, i.e. cinnamon, cassia, etc. So this is another case of the pandemic bringing out the absolute worst in people. It was actually said to me recently that the pandemic is bringing out people's true nature, and as most people are good-hearted deep down, you're seeing a lot of stories of community help and looking out for one another, which is great. However, along with like this kind of people that have been stockpiling toilet paper and selling it on for inflated prices, this is another situation where it brings out the absolute worst. Now, it's hard to say what MLM I hate the most. They are all so terrible. It's like a sort of a league of evil of predatory companies trying to make money off of people, just trying to make money themselves. And Young Living is definitely up there. It would sort of be on the league of evil, I guess. It would be like one of the main shares there. If you're not familiar with Young Living, I definitely suggest that you research the really sketchy practices that they've been up to. But to give a very, very brief overview, the owner, who I believe has passed away now, actually killed his own kid in an attempt to prove that these products work, and faked being a doctor, which he was then in trouble for, went to prison loads of times for like faking credentials, and yet this company is still going, and it makes me so sad that it is. I don't know what this particular hub was thinking, in that I think that if anybody is looking to get face masks, they're not going to go, oh well, this one was sprayed with Young Living, so it must be a lot more. The fact it goes, oh, it's just natural essential oils, like doesn't even say what's in there, just i.e. so it's got cinnamon, cassia, but just etc. Like you don't hear anything else, so you might have an allergy to one of those, but you're not going to know. And the fact that it says elastic ear loops encased in cloth, which makes it comfortable to wear all day, that isn't unique. Like the face mask that I've been wearing to go out grocery shopping has cloth handles around the ears, like it's not new, it's not unique, and it's just so trashy and genuinely makes my stomach churn to see stuff like this. It's terrible. I hope nobody fell for it, and I don't think anybody would have, but you never know. A lot of people have good intentions out there and don't really know what's harmful, and this is one of them. Brightening like an Avengers. Unique Illuminator Mask improves elasticity, minimises pores and tones your skin. This peel-off mask gives a brighter, younger-looking complexion. #unique, #skincare, #men grooming, #unique men, #brightening mask, #gold mask, #beauty, #grooming, #men's self-care, #Avengers, #Marvel, #BD, 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 #superhero, #superhero, #mask illuminator, #mask illuminator, #son visage, #unique makeup, #unique presenter, #poo. I don't know what's worse here. I know a few of the comments have been giggling at the Avengers, but from the hashtag, it looks like this person may speak English as a second language. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm not going to pick up on any of the grammatical errors because I think it's unnecessary to what's actually funny here. What is up with the hashtags? I mean, BD like 4 times. Does anybody actually know what this means? Because as far as I knew, that would just be birthday. I mean, it could be birthday. It could be hinting that this should be a birthday present, maybe. But why do you need it 5? Yeah, 5 times. 5 BDs and 3 superheroes. I mean, that is more than a little bit excessive. Also, the fact that it's just been hashtagged as Avengers and Marvel. Like, anyone looking through the Marvel hashtag trying to find Marvel posts is going to be like, oh my god, I could have a face like Iron Man's. like doing that. Also, the fact that it's like just over the nose and the forehead. I mean, yeah, to be fair, it could be because the guy has got a beard. And oh my goodness, I mean, I used to use that charcoal kind of peel-off mask a lot that you can get at various places, and I did it when I was growing out my beard, and that was the most painful kind of wax I've ever had, so I don't recommend that. I'd like, don't ever put a peel-off mask on a beard, so that could be why. But it does look like he has just put this illuminating mask around like his head in order to make it look like a bootleg Iron Man mask, which it just does not look great. Also, like, why do they think that this is men want? Like, I think that men should definitely be able to wear makeup. I think that makeup shouldn't be a gender's thing, and that's fine, like, I've worn makeup when I've done costuming before, and it was, it was fun, it was great. But I don't understand why you would just want the mask over the top of your face. I mean, like, surely if you're trying to appeal to men that wear makeup, you would talk about, what it can actually do for your skin, like how it helps. I've seen quite a lot of, targeted male adverts for like male skincare, and I can see how they work. But just to go, you could look like an Avenger, buy my overpriced crap. Like, no, that's not gonna like entice anyone, I don't think. Especially not if you're tricking them like with the whole hashtag Avengers, hashtag Marvel. I don't think people are gonna be like scrolling through those and think, oh, now I might get my face in order. So these are the comments to a link to a Scentsy party. Are you still selling jewellery? No, yeah, I have a bunch still, but not buying anymore. Message me about that if you want to. Oh, this is what upsets me, like when you see somebody who's clearly a victim of an MLM, but instead of like getting out of the situation, they end up transferring to another MLM. I've seen this a couple of times. Scentsy as well was the MLM that a friend of mine was involved in, and I stupidly supported her because I didn't know what an MLM was at the time, and I thought that I was just helping friends out with a business, and then suddenly I was being hounded for more and more money that I really couldn't afford, and then eventually I stopped buying things, and then she gave up. And even so, she still says, oh, the problem is that I didn't have enough money to put into it, and that the products are great, but if you don't have enough money to put into it, then you won't actually make any money out of it, which isn't how working for someone should function. That is the problem. And the fact that, like clearly this person in this post has said, I have a bunch still of jewelry but not buying anymore. So they've got a load of stock that they can't shift, and they've joined another MLM. It's really upsetting to see, because, you know, this is somebody that just needs to get out of that kind of scheme and needs to get into, you know, a proper job that, you know, has security and benefits and is fulfilling. But unfortunately, it looks like it's just not going to go that way, especially if she's, you know, disillusioned already. And similar to the last post, my roommate decided that one pyramid scheme wasn't enough, so she decided to become part of two, and then a couple of boxes for Pampered Chef. Oh, and it was $500. Oh my god, they wrote it was $500 for both of those boxes. Oh my goodness, like, this is the issue with MLMs, is that you end up in debt and then you try and buy yourself out of debt. You can't buy yourself out of debt, and this is what really hurts people. I mean, yeah, it was a little bit funny, like, oh look, another MLM, oh, it's not gonna work. But yeah, at the end of the day, I do feel quite sad for these people. Like, this is just like a tragic story about to happen, you know. Even my hubby's shocked. Almost every single product we have, health, wellness, and skincare, are all on sale. Plus, you get to keep getting the same price forever. What? There's no better time to lose weight or start looking and feeling younger. Drop an emoji for info. I'm just wondering what conversation had to happen between this couple before this picture was taken. Okay, so she's doing pretty okay with, like, the kind of the fake shocked face as to the amazing prices that you see a lot of the Huns kind of put on. But the husband in the background, he's just not even trying. Like, even with, like, the sunglasses blocking out the identifiable features, you can see that he just looks absolutely done with the whole situation. Just absolutely defeated. I'm wondering, how many times did she have to ask him, like, oh, you need to look really shocked and amazed for my Instagram post so people can see how amazing the prices are. And this was the best that she could get, just with his, like, hands on his head, like, not even on his head, but like pulling his hair up with this, like, really bored, really done face. Like, wow, even the hubby's shocked. Like, oh no. Oh, that is a face. That is a face of a man defeated. Results don't lie. I never use sunscreen, so with that being said, as you can see, I got burned yesterday. It started hurting and itching right away when I started getting red. Last night, I applied Rejuvenate oil to my sunburn. Well, I got up this morning and was instantly amazed. No more itching, didn't hurt to touch, and more tan than red. If you need something to help your sunburn overnight, then this is your go-to. All these products are all natural, plant-based, no chemicals. Message me for more info. So you've really got to question where you're heading in life if you're willing to actively put yourself in danger of getting skin cancer in order to push your crappy product. Like, it starts off with her saying, I never use sunscreen. Like, yeah, you should. Like, even if you're trying to tan, you should definitely put on sunscreen. There are ways to sort of go out and absorb the sun in a healthy way, you know, without going out in the midday, and with using proper protection such as sunglasses, sunscreen, blah, 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 blah. However, if you are willing to go out and get a really bad sunburn, it looks so sore and painful in the first pictures. And not only that, but it doesn't look like she's used some miracle cream that has, you know, cured all of the pain from her sunburn. It looks like the first one is the sunburn directly afterwards, and then the second pictures are just sunburn after a couple of days. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how it tends to go. But this is really worrying, because if she's saying to people, look, you don't need to use sunblock, I mean, fair enough, she could put herself at risk, it's wrong, but she can do it, it's her body, she can do what she wants. But she's advertising the fact that you don't really need to use sunscreen if you've got this, like, Rejuvenate, like, Rejuvenate, that was a new one that I've heard of when I first looked at this post. And to be honest with you, I hate how they all have these really crappy names that sound like a suburban mum trying to name her daughter Michaela something that looks original. But yeah, if you're going to go out in the sun, please, you know, use proper protection, put on sunscreen, make sure that you're, you know, fully protected from the harmful UV rays that are out there. Don't just put on a crappy MLM oil afterwards and be like, you know, the damage isn't done anymore. Like, even if it does help, like, say if it's got aloe vera in it, which, you know, does help sunburn, it's not going to stop that the damage has already been done, and this is what kind of worries me. Today is hashtag Melanoma Monday, and the month of May is hashtag Skin Cancer Awareness Month. UV exposure is the most common cause. Make sure you're covering up with a cleaner, safer sunscreen. At Beauty Counter has many options safe for the whole family. So putting to one side the absolute trashiness that it is to use the hashtags Melanoma Monday and Skincare Awareness Month in order to push your overpriced pyramid scheme, I actually decided to crunch the numbers on this one. The product pictured in this advert is the Beauty Counter Counter Sun Mineral Sunscreen Stick SPF 30 0.5 ounces, which is roughly 15 milliliters. Now on the website that is going for $21, okay, so that is $21 direct, which is going to actually be cheaper than if you get it through a hub, because, you know, they make well, not necessarily commission, but they make a little something from it. I decided to compare this to the Garnier Ombre Solaire sun cream as that sort of middle of the range sun cream. It's the kind that you would expect to see on the beach at least 10 times if you're out on a sunny day. Now this one is SPF 50, which, unless I'm mistaken, and do correct me if I'm wrong, is the highest factor sun cream that you are available to get. So it's a lot higher than the Beauty Counter, which was 30. This one is 50, and this one is going for £6.99 for 200 millilitres. Now £6.99 is about $8.64 at the current exchange rate. When we have a look at how this compares, 15 millilitres at $21 comes to $1,400 per litre. Okay, $1,400 per litre of this product. Whereas if you look at the Garnier, which is a well-known brand, that is $8.64 for 200 millilitres or $43.20 for 1 litre. So that is $43.20 for 1 litre compared to $1,400 for 1 litre, which means that Garnier is 3.07% of the price of the Beauty Counter one. And it's not even cheap, like that's the name brand version. And it's safer. What are these people thinking? Especially when you see how small it is, to expect people to shell out that much for a tiny amount that isn't even gonna like properly cover one person. Like, it may be a child, but even so, you definitely should be giving your kids factor 50 and not factor 30, because that skin is so sensitive and especially susceptible to any dangers of the sun. But holy crap, also the trashiness when people are trying to talk about skin cancer, melanoma, and genuinely trying to give advice on how to stay safe and how to take these things more seriously, and they're using that to sell this. It's just so many levels of wrong. Oh hey friends, myself along with some amazing women have put together this amazing group to quarantine shop. Who wants an ad? Party starts Monday and we got some amazing giveaways: Norwex, Unique, Plexus, Colour Street, Zaya Active, Independent Representative, Monet, Scentsy, Retail Therapy, Quarantine Style. This just makes me think of like when Bizarro and Lex Luthor and Riddler and all of that like teamed together to create the Legion of Doom. This is just horrible. Can you imagine like the amount of pushing? It's like you haven't just got one Hun trying to push their over expensive products on you, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 Huns, and like I bet that it isn't even 7 of them. I bet that you're gonna have like 4 advertising Unique and then like 3 advertising Scentsy. Just oh no. And then they're all really overpriced, and then they're all nagging you, and then you can like join all of their downlines. This just seems like a horrible evolution. I really hope that we don't see more like this. I did actually see a post recently where somebody said, oh, any of my MLM Huns or anybody with their own independent business, such as, and then like name the classic like Monet, if there's anybody in this group, do you want to drop down your link below? And then they actually like banned all of them from the group, saying, no, I'm not having any MLMs in this group. And I thought that that was pretty cool. That was like a really nifty way to try and root them out, because if you say, oh, I'm anti-MLM, no advertising, then people can kind of like not, you know, post overtly but still message other members. I've seen that happen before, but that way, that was just brutal. But this, oh no, oh, that just seems like hell. And I don't know if anybody would have joined. I mean, for me it seems relatively obvious that like when you see somebody in an MLM, you avoid like the plague, you don't join, you don't go along to any groups. I did have my fingers burned before, you know, the first one I came across, I didn't realise what it was, and I was just trying to support a friend, and that's the problem that a lot of people get into. But when it's 7 of them, like, do people actually go along with that? Has anybody joined this group? Does anyone know? Oh, 7 Huns! Hey girl, I have this amazing summer job opportunity for you. You could join my team of amazing people who are just like you. You look so pretty. I think you could easily sell our products with us. Are you open for more info? Baguette. So, are you open for more info? No. Can I have your teeth? It's for a business opportunity. I want your teeth! Do you have any friends who would like this job? Yeah, they. And then it cuts off. Not sure what made me laugh more, to be honest. I love the wasting their time with just saying baguette and then give me your teeth, because to be fair, they are that predatory. I mean, I know that they're not literally saying give me your teeth, but they are forcing people to sacrifice like parts of their livelihood and things that they need in order to have a good, fulfilling life, in order to make peanuts for this terrible MLM scheme. But it's the fact that the Hun is just so persistent. This is what gets me, is that they end up in this point of desperation that any kind of lead, like if it's not a direct no, go away, leave me alone, I never want to talk to you again, like even then they'll go, oh well, do you know anyone else? And even now they're like, do you know anyone else that's going to be interested in this? Even though they said I need your teeth for a business opportunity. Don't forget, Mother's Day is coming up quick. It's May 10th. Head over to my group page to order your Mother's Day specials. Pure Romance Mother's Day gift guide. Cards and flowers are great, but I know what you really want this year. Pass our Mother's Day gift guide to your loved ones and let them treat you to the perfect gift you deserve on this day and every day. Another thing I thought I'd never have to say, people should not be buying their mothers, I said marital aids, stimulation toys. I mean, oh, there's just so much that made my insides just squirm with this one. It's just so horrible. Not only the idea of like giving your mum, just like the idea of giving your mum like a vibrating dong and then just being like, hey mum, I know you want this. It's just so freaking horrible. Also, the fact that it says pass our Mother's Day gift guide to your loved ones and let them treat you. So it's the idea that the mother would actually have this like catalogue of, you know, sex toys and would then give it to her kids and say, you can get mummy one of these for Mother's Day instead. No chocolates, no flowers. I just want the Mamba vibrating dong. I know I said vibrating dong twice now. It's just, I don't know, it's something about that phrase that tickles me. Oh god, that was probably the wrong wording to use, but you know what I mean. There's just something so creepy about Pure Romance. I know that I mentioned in the previous episode that there was someone's cousin asking her if she wanted to have a Pure Romance party as a bachelorette party. Just, there's something really weird. I know that it's classic for MLMs that they will get people to target family members. You know, you often see stuff, like especially with like mothers and kids, like mothers will often go, oh look, I use this skincare routine on my child and she loves it, you can use it on yours, blah 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 blah, for their MLMs. But when you're doing Pure Romance, I mean, oh no, nobody wants to like advertise sex toys to their family members. That's something that you just want to keep the family out of. It's really, just every part of my body just like zipped shut, like nope, none of this, nope. The massage gloves work more magic than just what you would expect to find in a bedroom. Use a little of our toy cleaner, Come Clean, with these gloves and clean all of your makeup brushes effortlessly. Need to clean your brushes? I have just the thing. Pure Romance Come Clean and in good hands. Works wonders on your brushes too. So, I was probably a little bit naive with this. I didn't realise that the gloves weren't cleaning gloves. I genuinely thought that they were like specialised gloves for cleaning. Like, I know that it's for marital aids, but I thought that they were cleaning gloves for marital aids, and I was staring at it like, why are the fingertips exposed? You'll get all of the chemicals on your hands. Oh no! I mean, this is one of the reasons why Pure Romance is just, it's just a treasure trove of terrible advertising. Like, there's the whole weird brushing on the side of incest kind of thing where they're trying to get you to push It says adult toys onto family members and that, but now they're just trying to say, oh, you can clean your brushes with this. I mean, can you imagine just going, excuse me, honey, just putting on the sex gloves to clean my makeup stuff? God, this is too much. This broke me. This just broke me. No, just oh, like, yeah, this is just a bit needy. Oh my god! And I just saw, like, above the block thing, it says invited you to join this group. This is like the opening to the group, and like, is it? I'm not too sure how groups necessarily work, but if they're trying to say, hey, join this group, you can use sex glove to clean your makeup. No, this is not a good first pitch. Oh my god, I'm legit crying right now. This broke me. This one just totally broke me. And that's it for our second episode of r/anti-MLM. I actually had a lot of fun recording this episode. I hope you enjoyed it too. Do let me know in the comments if you would like to hear more from this subreddit, or if you'd like to hear from any other subreddit. Similarly, if you have had any experiences with MLMs, or you've had any experiences with over pushy Huns trying to push their terrible products on you, then do feel free to shoot me an email if you'd like me to read out your story, and I will see you all next time.